Right now, your problem feels enormous. It fills your whole field of vision. The argument, the deadline, the thing they said. It's pressed right up against your face, and when something is that close, you lose all sense of how big it actually is. The Stoics had a mental tool for exactly this moment. They called it the view from above. It's a way of zooming out so far that your problem returns to its real, much smaller size. Marcus Aurelius, who ran an empire, used this trick constantly to keep his head clear. Let me show you how it works and how to use it the next time life feels overwhelming. Start with why problems feel so huge in the first place. It's a trick of proximity. Hold a coin close enough to your eye and it can blot out the sun. Same coin, wildly different size. Your worries do the same thing. Up close, a small thing swallows the entire sky. Stress, anger, and fear all work by pulling the problem in close and zooming your mind way in. You start to believe the problem is the whole world because in that moment it fills your whole world. The Stoics understood. You can't change how big the thing is, but you can change your distance from it. So here's the practice. Close your eyes and imagine rising up, out of your body, into the air. First, you see the room you're in, then the building, then the whole street. Keep rising. Now your entire city is just a patch of tiny lights and rooftops below you. Higher still, the city becomes a dot, the country a shape, the continents brown patches on blue, and there you are on the edge of space, looking back at the whole planet. Everything you have ever known, every person, every problem is on that one small blue marble. And your enormous problem? It's somewhere down there, far too small to even find. This wasn't just a daydream for the Stoics. Marcus wrote it into his private journal again and again. He told himself to survey the whole earth at once, and the endless ages of time. He pictured all the empires that rose, ruled, and crumbled into dust before he was even born. From up there, his palace intrigues and bitter enemies looked like ants squabbling over crumbs. He wasn't belittling people's pain. He was finding the right scale for his own panic. Seen against the whole of space and time, almost nothing is worth losing your peace over. Now, why does this actually calm you down instead of making you feel small and hopeless? Because two very different feelings can come from feeling small. One crushes, one frees. Feeling small and powerless in the face of a problem makes you anxious. That's the bad kind. But feeling small against the vastness of everything? That puts the problem in its place, not you. Astronauts describe this exact thing looking at Earth. They call it the overview effect. Borders vanish, petty conflicts dissolve. They come back changed, calmer, and strangely grateful. The Stoics found that same shift 2,000 years before anyone left the planet. And you can zoom out in time, not just space. This one is just as powerful. Take the thing stressing you today. Now ask, will this matter in 5 years? Most of the time, the honest answer is no. You won't even remember it. Marcus reminded himself that soon all of us, and everyone who remembers us, will be gone. That sounds bleak, but it lands as relief. This crisis is not the eternal emergency it feels like. Against the long sweep of time, today's disaster is a single ripple that will smooth out. There's a second gift in the view from above, and it surprises people. It makes you kinder. From down on the ground, the person who wronged you is an enemy, a villain, a problem. From high above, you see two tiny people, both struggling, both scared, both just trying to get through a day. The Stoics had a word for this connection, sympatheia, the idea that everything is woven together. Marcus reminded himself daily, we were made for cooperation, like the hands, the feet, the eyelids. To be angry at another person, he said, is like one hand refusing to work with the other. From above, the petty teams and tribes we split into look absurd. It's all one small crew on one small rock. So the zoom out doesn't just shrink your problem, it quietly dissolves a lot of your resentment too. Now, an important warning. This is not an excuse to stop caring about your life. The view from above is a tool you visit, not a place you move to permanently. You zoom out to get perspective, then you zoom back in to act with a clearer head. Your loved ones still matter. Your work still matters. The view just strips away the panic. It doesn't make you care less. It makes you care about the right things in the right proportion. So how do you actually use this in a normal, stressful day? You don't need a meditation cushion. Caught in traffic fuming? Picture the highway from 1,000 feet up. Just tiny cars crawling, replaying an embarrassing moment. Zoom out to the billions of people who will never know it happened, dreading a hard conversation. See it as one small scene in a life that holds thousands of them. Panicking about a mistake at work. Look down at the whole city carrying on completely fine. The trick is fast. 3 breaths. Rise up in your mind. Look down and let the size correct itself. Let's run one all the way through. Say you sent an email and instantly regretted it. Up close, it's a catastrophe. Your stomach drops, your mind races, your whole day is ruined. Now, zoom out. It's one message in one inbox on one ordinary Tuesday. Rise higher. It's a tiny event in a building, in a city of millions getting on with their lives. Higher still. In a year, it's a thing you'll struggle to even recall. The panic was never the right size. From up there, you can think clearly, apologize if needed, fix what you can, and move on. Same situation, same facts. A completely different state of mind just by changing your altitude. We need this more than ever because our phones do the exact opposite to our minds. They zoom you all the way in all day onto tiny dramas and other people's loud opinions. Everything on that little screen is engineered to feel urgent, personal, and enormous. The view from above is the counter move. It's a deliberate, manual zoom back out. 1 minute of looking down at the whole world can undo an hour of being trapped in a screen. So let's make this a habit you can actually reach for. 3 simple steps. 1. The moment you feel that tight, overwhelmed feeling, name it, I'm zoomed in too far. 2. Take 3 slow breaths and rise up in your mind until your whole city is below you. 3. Find your problem down there at its true size, then gently come back to act. Do this a few times and it becomes automatic. Stress rises and your mind quietly lifts off. Your problems are real, but they are almost never as big as they feel up close. Most suffering is just a small thing pressed too close to the eye. So when life crowds in, rise up, see the whole earth, the long sweep of time, and breathe. From up there, you'll almost always find the room to be calm, kind, and wise. If this lifted something for you, the next video asks why we never feel like we have enough, and the Stoic cure. Ancient wisdom, modern edge. I'll see you in the next one.